Today we're going to be doing the Beginner Brawl 8 set reviews for both EMEA and Americas. But before that, we have an announcement in case you missed it. The Backpack Discord held 16 tournaments over 8 weeks, and the champion from each event will face off against each other at the Backpack Brawl Invitational. This is going to be June 3rd for EMEA and June 5th for the Americas, both of which are going to be at 12 p.m. EDT. Fantastic. So we're going to start with that. Great challenge there. It's going to be very important for Goldlewis in this matchup to constantly be jabbing out Fukios. And we love to see that right from the back, calling it out immediately with the 2P. Unfortunately, you didn't confirm it to 684. That's really something you want to do because you get that hard knockdown. And, well, they would have bursted anyways, but big 2H, perfectly spaced. Burst back. You bursted a little too early. If you waited out a little bit, you would have seen that they dropped their combo. That follow-up, it was actually going to be your turn there. Outspace. Oh, you actually could have JD'd there after they whiffed the... If you're going to be throwing out jumps like this, you need to be prepared to act in the case that your opponent whiffs. So you could have like JD'd at max height there, and then you probably would have counter hit. They go for the 6P, they whiff, they double Fuki back. As an Nago player, just in general, you don't want to be using the double Fukio at all. You want to be doing single Fukios at a time because it costs more blood and you get less distance by holding them. And like, it's never going to matter getting that extra distance. Big 2D, unfortunately, you OTG'd after the 2D. Don't want to do that against heavies. Big 6P, 5H, 2H. I like the big staggers. All right, so it looks like your goal, Zorn, is not to do 684 after. Maybe you try to do it and you're just not good at it. So instead of getting a knockdown, what you do is you try to just extend with a 2K. And here you get the hit again, but unfortunately, once again, you get that hit and gonna OTG them away. They whiff the 2H. They 2H, or they PRC to stay safe. Great backdash into the PRC. You could have gotten a close dash for bigger, for more damage, but that's fine. Oh, not the wake up throw. You messed up the immediate. Wake up super. They've definitely blocked this. Yep. This should be a big punish, and you should be dead. No. Oh, no. Well, I take that back. All right, so this is a great adaptation already from Hockey. He noticed that you're jabbing, you're 2Ping the Fukios, and while this is a very good option, it doesn't beat everything because Fukio into universal throw will actually beat very, very fast normals, and it means that you have to be that much tighter because it's only 2 frames. So even I assume it's a punish here. Even if you press the button at like your normal timing, it'll very often be too late and you'll get thrown anyways. So yeah, punish. So you actually tried to press a button. It was just too fast. So something to keep in mind, you want to mix in backdashes as an option to play against Fukio as well. Just part of the Nago mind game. Great 2S, gets the hit, messed up the combo, 6H. Burst is out. Zoning out with the 5Hs. Keep in mind they have meter, so if they ever hit you, they can turn them into a big combo. I like that you're just sitting there. You don't need FD. You're kind of just throwing away your meter here. Big JD. Okay, this is part of my counterplay. When I play this matchup, I say, after a Nago gets out of blood, just get rid of the JD because it beats clone. And by the looks of it, that's exactly what you did. Very nice. You run up. Once again, you're respecting, and he's calling you out. If you ever want to do this, this happens to me a lot, right? If I ever want to respect meter, but I also want to do something, I just go for the cross-up JH because it's going to avoid most supers entirely. And from this distance, yeah, you'll definitely be able to cross up that Nago super and you'll be able to avoid it even if they do get it off. Another thing to go for is using 2P as a meaty, and because it has so much recovery, you can technically do it as a meaty and then still block if they do a frame 1 reversal. Meaning they input it on frame 1, not that it is frame 1. Because most reversals in this game are going to be like 7+ frames. Burst is out. Jumps out. You're giving up too much space here. I understand what you're doing, but you're not threatening enough space is the problem. So like you burst him away and then you just give up everything. What you should be doing here, as soon as you realize they did not... As soon as you realize they did not clone you, you should be throwing out the drone like pretty much immediately. Instead, you're kind of giving up more space. Now your back's to the corner. Oh, it looks like you got great timing. Oh, actually, you might have super dashed too low. You might get hit by the clone here. No, okay, actually, okay. Big brain move here. Yeah, instead of using JD, he used a behemoth to maintain the horizontal momentum and get above the clone. I like that a lot. Burst comes out, jumps over, gets 2H'd. Very nice. JD runs up with a far slash. Great backdash there by Hockey. By the way, their names are flipped. But great backdash, recognizing that any fall up there would pretty much be fake. Gets the hit. There should be Fukio strike throw. Great backdash in the 5K. You get the knockdown. Don't use far slash in those kinds of situations. Instead, you can do like microdash 2D or 2S, and both of which will catch backdash. Or you can microdash in JD, which will also catch backdash. The problem is when you use far slash, they can backdash out like that for free and just get sent full screen. You can go for far slash sometimes, but generally, you really want to show them that you're prepared to call it backdash. Otherwise, this will happen to you pretty often. So once again, let's show that situation. You get backdash there, especially when they're showing you that backdash is what they'd like to do as a defensive option. So they Fukio in, backdash, you get your knockdown. Look at what you do here. Your big plus, right? You go for far slash, look what happens. You get sent full screen. Yeah, it's tough. Jump over, get the hit again. Probably JD here. No, actually went for the 2D, got backdash again, getting hit. So at this point, I would change up my offense and just like, I'd be like, okay, how do I beat them backdashing over and over and over again? And that's what I'd be looking for. Just constantly calling out backdash. 5D, I like the dash block. You go for 6P. Unfortunately, Goldler 6P. Too slow, gets counter hit. Nice bombo from Hockey. And was that just one game? Why did I have so much to say about that? I guess I just know the matchup and I'm passionate about letting you guys know what's up. Next game. Yeah, okay, you went for the exact same round start, Hockey. Be careful about that. Be careful about that. Once again, Zorn, you really want to be confirming these 2Ps into 684s because this is now 3 2Ps that you've hit and you have not converted them into knockdowns. Hockey recognized, like, you're not even confirming off them, so if he gets hit, he doesn't even have to burst like he did last time. Just ate the 2P. Like, get the hit. He's not going to let you extend. Clones in. Great blocks here. I love that. No, if that was JD, you had that. That was just a bit of a misinput. 6H. Oh, you were a little late. You were a little bit late. Got command grabbed out of your 2P. Very sad. And he calls you out again. By the looks of it, if I'm Hockey here, I'm thinking, okay, this guy really likes to burst, particularly in the corner. Oh my God. Memo Carp with a massive rate of 274. Thank you so much. Hopefully you had a wonderful stream. Right now we're just doing some set reviews from our weekly Beginner Brawl tournament. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for the fall ice. So we have a Beyblade into the DP. Takes it to the corner. Hockey looking clean that round. Thank you for the follow, Doctor. DP, 2S, 2H going to catch you there. I love that. Okay, so instead of going for the throw, you recognize that they're picking faster options. And maybe you were a little too late last time, so you use throw because they're not Fukioing back as much. When your opponent's not Fukioing back, using throw is actually the best option you can go for. Because even if they go for Fukio throw, worst case scenario, you're going to get that tech. I love the swap there. Clone in your face. 2S didn't confirm off that Hockey. I guess actually your blood is too high. Oh. What? I think you might. No, that 5H is going to keep you down. Yeah, double 5H. Great JD on the Fukio. Probably cross spear. No, once again. All right, Zorn, you got to keep in mind. You really can't respect the meter every time. You got to show them you're willing because otherwise they're going to take turns for free like Hockey did to you like 2 or 3 times in a row. And fortunately, this time they thought you were going to adapt and they made the wrong play. But just something for you to keep in mind. Big JD. Oh, unfortunately, they got under you. Going to drop it. Hockey once again going for a double Fukio. Not what you want to do. And blood going to pop. You were too close. Bar slash 2H. Clones in. This is where you get punished for not punishing Nago. Because if they didn't die already, they're so favored to win the rest of the game. 2K, 2S. Yeah, okay, so this is what you were going for last time. This is finals, yeah. This is grand finals of our EMEA bracket. We do an EMEA bracket and an Americas bracket every single week. This is the EMEA one, and then after this, we're doing the Americas bracket. Let's go back over here, though, and see this again. Clones in, / 2H. Clone catches you. Fukio's in with the 6P. I like using 6P. That was cool. Whiffed. Into the command grab again. Burst it out. Yep. So earlier, I was talking about respect. I'm about to sneeze. Okay. Whew. So earlier, we were talking about respecting the post-burst situation. And a way you can go about this, you can call it the clone in this situation by going for JD. I know you know this. In this case, you were like, okay, I probably need to overextend. I can't really play for the JD. They're not going to fall for it again. And it turns out they did. Tim Fisher, thank you so much for the 7 months. Appreciate support of the stream. But, yeah, remember you had that earlier before when you were kind of just giving up space?
Hope you are good.
Or you've shown that you know 2 different options. Number 1 is to instant drone, which is what you did here and what got you punished. And the other thing was JD. And actually, the other one was just to sit there and block. But remember that there are in-between moves that you can do that kind of account for both of these things. So a thing you could have done here, we were talking about this earlier, is you can wait a little bit before you drone to see if they cloned. And if they didn't, that's when you throw out the drone. But yeah, you went for instant drone. They called you out with clone. Lost the RPS there. Does 623H beat JD if it's spaced? 623H will beat JD at any range as long as it's active when JD goes in. It's a very good anti-air. Although it does cost you blood, so it's not your best anti-air. You're probably using 6P most of the time. 2S, great call with the 2P. Goes in for the JD. Pay attention when you get FD'd out, Hockey. You don't want to be whiffing normals like that. Although they're hard to punish. Great backdash into the throw. Gets the drone out. You went for the 5K. This one is not burst safe. Had you gone for the neutral jump, it would have been. But you didn't have the full bar to work with. But sometimes you pick a safe option just because it's safe, not because it's necessarily true. Gold burst. What are you going to do with the meter? Oh, the backpack pressure, I see, huh? The backpack pressure? I like that. Oh, left too big of a gap. Gave him the gold burst. Something to think about. Don't live by these rules because people play differently. But often you'd rather leave smaller gaps when your opponent is burst so you can avoid a potential gold burst. Because it's much harder to avoid, or it's much harder to gold burst a close slash into 862 compared to close slash into 486. Because look how much time they had here. Look how much time here. Let's count the frames, yeah? This is an eternity in fighting games. Look at this. Even when you, like, there you go. That's an eternity in fighting games, right? They can actually react gold burst, which is why I stopped using this string a lot of the time when they have burst. This is possible to react gold burst. Big hit, though. And the meter extension as well. Love that. You probably could have killed here, but we're not going to be too picky on that. Great bait. Jogo, thank you for the follow. Beyblade, close slash, 6H. Nice. Good stuff. Got Hockey to overextend. Overplayed the hand. Got punished. All right, so Hockey once again using the Fukio throw to call out using 2P, which you had done, I believe, the previous round. Remember to mix in other options after Fukio. And I don't mean to actually clear this up. But yeah, make sure to like throw in like backdashes as well as your 2Ps or like throws so that way you tech when they do Fukio. But when I say this, I'm referring specifically to them Fukioing in neutral, not in advantage or disadvantage, right? So this is you on knockdown. Just to be clear, you're probably not interpreting this way, but when they Fukio you in your face, that's not what I'm referring to. That's not when you're like, okay, I'm going to guess with throw. You can guess with that, but know that when you're guessing on wake up, you are at a much bigger disadvantage, and it is very likely that they're going to meet you and stop whatever you want to do. Big hit. Big damage. 2S into the Fukyo throw. And I don't know if this will be enough. Looks like it is. Not. And Kais, thank you for the follow. And Not That One Guy, thank you for the follow as well. Big DP into the close slash. Close slash again. Burst coming out. Yes, keep using JD over that clone. I'm telling you, it's too good. It's too good. The Nagos can't help themselves. I love it. Big hit. You should kill. No, never mind. This is Nago with way too much HP. It should be a lot of damage though. All right. Well, let's look at what's going on here, right? So from here, from this hit, you could potentially keep corner. And it's hard to say though. You know what? I'm going to say it's actually better to not keep corner here because Nago is close to getting burst. And you don't want to get gold bursted out of a spooky situation. Plus, they're getting up there with meter. Oh, where are they going to pop? If they're going to pop, I think you'd rather them pop mid-screen. Yeah. Okay. Oh, okay. You opt to keep the corner. We'll see how it works out. I probably would have broken the wall there. You know what? Maybe I was so wrong about the burst. The burst feels like it's taking an eternity right now. You are going to get 5H challenged out. That's the risk of keeping the corner. You do give him an opportunity to challenge correctly and get out of the corner. 5H. Over-relying a little too much on JD, especially when you're out that far. It's not too great of an option. Had they gone for 2H, you would have died. Just so we're clear what I'm talking about here. This range is not the 2H to the JD range. Like, this is not it. You are getting 2H tier. And they could probably even reaction 2H just because you're in the air for so long for this. Yeah, you react 5H, but had there been a 2H, that would have been much, much worse. Nice. Too preemptive. Yeah, I see. Ultimately, you got punished for not keeping them in the corner, but that's not to say that it was necessarily a wrong move. That just, sometimes that you get greedy and you get punished for the greed. Should I have 2H there? Yeah, probably. Probably is what my answer to that question. It's like, that's the 2H range. So like, if you're not 2Hing there, I don't know when you're 2Hing. So we're going to see a scrum. Oh, so Zorn actually swapped to the Kai for this next game. Which I do respect, because obviously Gold Lewis does not do too well against Nagoriyuki. Big 5H into the 5H. 2H. 6H. Great backdash. Oh! You got him with a gold burst. Using the scramble to your advantage. What a great clone. Got him. Okay. Okay, Zorn. Counter pick looking nice. I like that. It looks like you also have an option for Kai to do kind of what you were doing with Gold Lewis on JD. Using that falling JS. Scum Dipper into the meter. Goes for the 5D. 5D is, it's a bit of a commitment option. If it works, you feel great. If it doesn't, I mean, you should be getting punished most of the time. Although at this range, does Nago have a 10 framer to even punish you? I guess they don't, so it's not the worst. They could BRC into you and get a full punish and kill you, right? But, yeah, going for this 5D here seemed a little bit scary, given that you're leaving such a big gap for the 5D. They could have supered you. They could have gold bursted you. And if they block it, they could punish you. Looks like you got the best of the best of the best scenario where you didn't get punished and you didn't get deleted immediately. Wow. Okay. I like that. I don't think it was too necessary. I think you could have just ran forward. Actually, you were playing on burst, right? Yeah. Okay, you know what? No. I get it. I think you shouldn't have jumped backwards. You can just jump. You can do a neutral jump and still burst bait. Maybe you did this by accident, though. Yeah, you can just do a neutral jump and be fine. You'll block it, and then you'll be able to punish with a close slash. Instead, you did up back, and then dashed in, and then got like cross up, and then like you didn't necessarily get a combo after it, so you press again, and then they mashed and you frame trapped them. But that very easily could have been a super, because you didn't confirm it. Zorn gonna take the first one. By the way, Twin in the future, you put the L next to both names when the thing is reset. Fukio into the throw. Also, one thing we haven't seen yet is DPs. Make sure to use DP if you're playing Kyle. Although it's probably not the best against Naga. I'm just like, you know, pick a spot. Find a spot to use it and put the fear of God into their eyes. Command grab and a command grab into command grab PRC. Doesn't kill though. Gets the round. Make sure hockey in the future that you're sure that whatever option you're going to pick, it will kill if you're going to commit the meter to it. 2S, knockdown. Lock him down. Love this. Big. Oh, okay. Nice confirm. Big throw. Thank you for the fall of winter. Oh my God. Nasty. Stun Dipper is 5 frames. You got to respect it when Kai's meter. What's going on, Pichu? Big gold burst. You have the meter now. You get to do anything you want. Okay, holds on to the bar. Oh, gets hit by the Beyblade, 6H OTG into the command grab. You're letting hockey get away with a couple too many. Maybe you start trying a fuzzy jump or fuzzy backdash. Once again, using it as a defensive option. Get out of the corner. That was a bit of a mistake. It's all good. That'll happen. Duel 1. 5K into the Beyblade. Playing very patient. It looks like this time you're waiting for that command grab using jumps now. That's not an option you used before. Great kicks. Nice throw. Great backdash into the 5K. 5Ks you again. Oh, his blood is so high there. If you jumped that, you had the round. Keep in mind, you should be paying attention to the blood meter. I know it's easier said than done, but yeah, when they're full screen against you and they're at over 2 bars and they commit to anything, honestly, you should just be holding up because no matter what, unless they kill you in the next 2 seconds, they're going to pop. So like from this situation, if we go back, hockey was playing like all in from this position. You look at the blood here. Look at the blood. 2.5 almost. 5H. Double Fukio. Double Fukio command grab. Like, yeah, you can eat anything from this position besides the command grab. There's something to think about. But now you've lost. It's not worth bursting, even though you have 2 bars in the back. Although this position is winnable unless you get wire. Yep. Consider playing around YRC in these situations when your opponents put themselves into the corner and they kind of misplayed some things, kind of got rewarded. You know, I'll take that out of it. I'll just say, you know, when they have bar, consider respecting the YRC. You can do this by pressing 5K and a jump cancel or close slash and a jump cancel. You can like start staggering 2Ps. That's something that Kai is very good at. But when you go for far slash, you're giving them a free YRC out and they don't really need the meter gain for the rest of the round because they're probably just going to kill you from the low blood that they're at. Because all Naga wants to do from this situation is be slightly plus into special, 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 and chip you or make you lose your meter and then 50-50 you and kill you, right?
Duel 2. Let's rock.
Right backdash. Five H. You are Hockey. You are you're carried by Nago, Hockey. No, I'm kidding. All right, let's take a look at the situation again. You're popped. So what's the first thing we should expect a Nago to do after getting out of blood? The answer is 100% of the time they're going to press a special move. What are they going to do? Are they going to Beyblade? Are they going to clone? In the end, it doesn't matter because you're playing Kyle. You got a high jump, just super jump and try to avoid everything and make him delete blood. He does clone into Beyblade, into Fukio, goes for the command grab, PRCs, goes for the command grab again. And this is just a winning position. Please tell me you use DP here. All I want to see is you use DP here. Oh no! Hockey's so good! Even after all that, he was conscious enough to call out the DP? All right, I'll give that to you. I'll give that to you, Hockey. I will give that to you. You're gaming for that play. You are absolutely gaming for that play. Yeah, that was sick. That was unironically sick. That conversion was not so sick. Yeah. The only advice I have for Hockey in this set would just be to, you can play really aggressive with blood. You're allowed to do that as Nago. But if you play so all in all the time, you're gonna eventually come against an opponent that just patience you out and kills you for your overextensions. So just something to think about, Hockey. Obviously, you're not getting punished as much here, but just something to think about. So we have Zorn went back to the Gold Lewis. Fukio into the throw. Fukio into the close slash. Great backdash. Accidentally super jumped. Accidentally gold burst. PRC. Yeah. Yeah, you finally called it out. Yeah, they've been using command grab, PRC command grab. Finally backdashing the second one. 268. Okay, this is the same block string we saw from you before. Remember too, by the way, little bit of a thing, Zorn. This is actually super important. After you do this meaty 268, you're very plus. You are very, very, very plus, right? Like plus 12, plus 14 if you meaty it correctly. You can do a dash close slash. It doesn't need to just straight up be close slash. See, you go straight into close slash, and because you did that, even though they didn't FD, they're able to backdash this 46. If you micro dash before the close slash, you would have caught this backdash. Microdashing is super important with Gold Lewis because every pixel of microdash that you get is one pixel less that they can backdash. And Gold Lewis is so vulnerable to FD backdash, so you need to take what you can get. Nice. Oh, you tried to bait the... See, in these kinds of situations, dude, like you don't want to be like, okay. Let's look at this from risk reward, right? What's the... Zorn, what is the reward here for baiting out burst? Okay, it's looking good, right? You win the round on the spot, they lose their burst. But let's look at it from the Nago's perspective, right? They don't really have to commit burst here because as long as you don't kill them, they wait for a burst safe spot and then just let it ride. As long as you don't kill them, they're in such a winning position by the time they come out of this. Like, see, he's even backing up to get the spacing for clone. So that way he can just special move you to death, right? In reality, like what you should have done here was cashed out your damage. They probably would have bursted you, but in the case they don't, you probably almost win the round. Instead, you do this. Look what's going to happen here. They're not going to be at that low of HP. You even get hit for more. And now look, this round is unwinnable for you. It went from like even to literally unwinnable now, and they still have their burst for next round. He would have to make a very big mistake. Okay, but that was a big mistake. Whiffing the 6K there, you might have been able to punish and kill. Probably could have gotten the burst out at least. Yeah, and 6K. We'll close that one out.
Duel 2. Let's rock.
Far slash, 5H. Big damage. Big throw. I like the neutral jump there, actually, Hockey. Just mixing things up, keeping them on their toes. Drops, 5K Ginnegatsu jump, get a gold burst. How are you going to use the meter? Immediate. Okay. I actually really love this from Hockey. Has the low bar. Commit to the clone immediately so that way you can't use like laser super or drone or try to do like a flying BT maybe. Like that would catch your jump. And what a super there. Very nice super there from Zorn. Close slash. Go for 684. You were going to meter afterwards. You got caught. Now you're dead. You're not dead. Hockey going to drop that. 5. Okay, you accidental Kai confirm. Oh, your 2D just got 5 P'd. That's just the Gold Lewis life, I suppose. That is just the Gold Lewis life. And on that note, Hockey takes that set 3-1 and wins from loser side of the bracket. Honestly, really well played, Hockey. You just need, you have the aggressive side of Nago down. If you really want to be a Nago master, you've got to learn how to play him passively as well. And being able to like switch between those two modes will make you a much stronger Nago. And we'll move on to the next one. This is going to be the grand finals of the Americas bracket. Breakfast Burrito and Re-Ian. Re-Ian plays May and Jacko. I don't know if we're going to see May in this specific set, but Breakfast Burrito, just a gamer soul.
Mankind knew that they cannot change society.
Okay. And we go.
Duel 1.
To 2S. Jacko back now. Okay. Yeah. I love this already from Breakfast Burrito. It's very important that you maintain horizontal, like the grounded space first before you try to just jump up and throw minions, because people can just approach you from the ground. If you're just going to give up this space, like you're committing to a minion over here and he's already committed to the run. All he has to do is keep holding forward. And he's most definitely going to cover every single option that you have with that minion in your hand the second you jump. Or not even jump, just literally every single option. He caught you committed to the animation. Does it again even. So already, Ian, I need to see you start committing to... I need you to start showing more of a presence on the ground. And you can do this by like using more 2Ds, 5Hs. 2Ds and 5Hs are probably the best you got. Do that before you start just throwing out minions blatantly, because it's not necessarily safe. And there will be people out there who have the wherewithal to prevent you from getting your win condition in for free. Nice hit. Great challenge on the 2S. Didn't let you overextend with the minion. Big success. Takes you to the corner. Drops the combo. Now, I like the patience. Big knockdown. Breakfast Burrito going to take the first round. Also, can we just talk about the scariest players you will ever play against are the people that just like walk back during a scramble. It means they're playing reactive, which is people that can play reactive are the scariest people to play against. Yeah, he's just continuously running at you. It's, once again, Ian, at this point, you need to start committing those 5Hs and 2Ds. Stop him from just, guerrillaing you out. Big 2S. Once again, no conversion on the 2S, though. I don't know if Soul actually has a hit confirm from it, to be honest, at this spacing. Probably 236K. Big 6H. You have the meter. Rian will have the burst. Yeah, you have to drop it. Play for pressure. Unfortunately, you're going to get supered out. Calls out the 6P with the JD. Cross up once again. No conversion. Messes up the 236K. Make sure as Jacko, it's super important to recognize when you're outside of the 236K spacing. Because on whiff, this is punishable. This is very punishable. Or at the very least, they're taking a turn like this. Nice conversion once again. Don't want to get gold bursted. Yep. Gives a stagger. Gets gold bursted out. It's much scarier to put big gaps in your stuff. By the way, if you guys want to know how to play around this. So when your opponent has burst, they're always threatening gold burst. So if you go for big staggers, especially if they're reactable, you can get bursted out. But the way to play around this is leaving big gaps where you just block, right? You don't always have to like leave like 9-frame gap, and then I'm going to press another button. You can just like, oh yeah, I'm going to leave 20 frames or I'm just going to sit here and wait. And like that will get them afraid that like any second, oh, he's going to run at me and throw me, and they'll commit their burst and you'll be able to block it and punish, or at least continue your pressure without them having the burst. So yeah, just patience is the best way to play around gold burst a lot of the time, especially when they're in such a scary position like Soul right up next to you. You don't have a lot of meter to FD. Burst is your only option really. And Jacko doesn't really have great defense in general. But yeah, you go for the close slash into the throw. You get gold bursted out. How are you going to use the meter? PRC to stay in. I like the throw. I want to see Breakfast Burrito use a DP. Gets thrown again. Like the jump. 2K challenges into the far slash. Oh, whiff? Wait, does Soul far slash whiff on Jacko crouching? Okay, you got to be using this more then, brother. That's crazy. Locking you down. How are you going to deal with it? Yep, he's just patiently waiting for you. Waiting for you to commit to anything. By the way, the way to play around people that do this to you, especially when they're doing it at like this range, as Jacko, you can just 5H. Just take a turn there. And yeah, you commit to a jump, and like you're very slowly landing on them at their perfect arc for a 6P. And that's exactly what happens. But yeah, if someone is like playing patiently at that distance, what you want to do is as soon as possible, take your turn with like an advancing move. So like that would be like a dash far slash with Soul, or Jacko, that would just be like 5H or even 2D.
Mankind. Duel 1. Let's rock.
Big success. Once again, let's talk about this neutral.
Duel 1.
Breakfast Burrito is just pummeling you on the ground. Takes it to the air and is like, nah, never mind, I'll just run it again. Success. Nice bombos. Drops it, but does get a reset. Big 6P. Nice throw. Locking you down. Nice throw again. Not the biggest of bombos, but you know what? It was a couple hits into a super, and sometimes that's all you need. Good night, Watham. I feel like we've seen that so many times where you jump in with that cross up. Run up, go for the throw. I love that. The aggression. That's how you deal with patient people. Just be aggressive. When they're trying to play reactive, do something strange. 2S, far slash, 5H. Nice. They didn't use 6P that time. They actually went for a greedier option, which is 5K, which is harder to time, but gives them more reward. Nice stagger to the throw. Thank you for the follow, Zay and Nino. And 12 out of 10, and I don't know how to pronounce that. Ilgus. 2S, 236Ks, great staggers, big 5H, should be a big bombo here. Yes, it will. Into more pressure, great backdash on the close slash. Knockdown. Oh, God, he's so good. Breakfast, like, you throw this out, immediately 2Ks it. This is literally the best thing you could have done in this situation, because you delete the thing and it's so low recovery that not only can you block afterwards and stop what they do, but you're still threatening a special cancel from the 2K, whether that be like a DP whether that be like 236k. So if they do nothing, they could get 236k and you take a turn. If they try to take a turn, they could get DP'd, or you could just safely get rid of that minion and chill. Looks like you get rid of the minion and chill. You do get hit by the overhead. Runs up, goes for the throw again. Yeah, okay. So Rian has recognized that that when you go into a patient stance, like you really are playing patient, you're committed to it. You just need an option for when people are running at you directly. Whether like you need a panic button to just press when people have kind of figured out your strategy a little bit, you know? And with Soul, that should probably just be far slash. You can catch them as they're running up to you. We can actually go back and show this off again. Oh, they do get you in the whiff there. That is actually, you know what? That situation's a little more tricky. That's not fair to say. Big super. It's now 2-0 for Breakfast Burrito. And it looks like Ian actually swapped to the May. Big 6H. Not going to be a counter hit. Nice pressure. Wow, what a close slash. Gets the hits. You try to extend. You get thrown into another throw. All right, so Ian has recognized that you kind of take the throws. At some point, you got to try something, whether that be just trying to fuzzy jump or fuzzy backdash, even if you don't necessarily have the timing down, just trying to go for it. Or you challenging with 5k. I mean, your Soul, you can mash 5k every once in a while. It doesn't look like you've done it yet. Goes for it again, mess up the timing. Wow, fantastic burst bait. You can air throw there? I just got knowledge checked. I had no idea you could air throw there. I had no clue. Big close slash. Triple close slash. Oh, what a conversion. Dude, oh my God, you're nasty. Nice air throw once again. RC's down. Takes it to the wall. Nice damage. Should be a, yeah. Big 6H. You should die here. Oh, actually, accidentally did the DP instead of the 236k. That'll happen. A throw. And the wake up throw will close that one out. Ultimately, this set came down to a couple things. For Breakfast Burrito, patience is key. It's great. But same thing as Hockey, like where Hockey was too aggressive a lot of the time and he needed a patient way. You need a way to play aggressive sometimes too. You got to turn on the monkey mode every once in a while. You are just a super, super well-rounded great soul though, to be honest. You got to unleash the monkey mode every once in a while. Otherwise, people will take advantage of your kindness in neutral. And that includes you going for more DPs and mash 5Ks, by the way. It's important. And for Ian, I think it was mostly a problem of conversion ability. There were a couple times you got hits, you weren't getting great conversions. And another thing is just spatial awareness. And mostly recognizing neutral patterns, because you seem to not have realized that you were getting bullied so hard in the Jacko by just them running at you. And not once through the entire time were you threatening like 5H or 2D as a way to stop them from approaching you. And that being said, that's the end of the portion of the stream where we're going over set reviews for these tournaments. It was really sick. If you guys want to participate in these events for yourself, we do them every Saturday over on the Discord. We will be taking a 2-week break though, because next week we're doing the Back for Brawl Invitational where all the champions are going to fight against each other. And the following week we're taking a break and then we're renewing it again. So stay tuned for that. And yeah, bye-bye.